Have you ever noticed something strange about emotions? Think 1997. Princess Diana dies in a car crash in Paris, and within hours, not days, within hours, everyone, the entire world is grieving. People who never met her, people who had no personal connection to her, they're leaving flowers, they're leaving letters to the woman they never spoke to. How does that happen? Are we all just copying each other? Hi everyone, this is Tanya, and today I want to talk about what if emotions don't belong to you. What we usually believe. We believe that emotions come from inside us. When anyone asks you, how are you feeling? How are you doing? You look inwards. You look, what are you feeling like? How was your day? Feeling starts inside us and then moves outward towards the world. We treat emotions as little objects inside us. My sadness, my joy, my grief. This is what is known as the inside out model. But here's the thing, it still doesn't explain what happens with public events like the Diana example or some cricket stadium example where everyone is feeling the same emotion. There is another way some theorists talk about emotions, especially when they are related to crowds. Maybe emotions don't start inside you, they're out there in the crowds. You go into a pub buzzing with music and you feel the energy. You walk into a room full of tension and your chest tightens even though nothing happened to you personally. This is the outside in model. Like the emotion exists somewhere and you catch it like cold. So now we have two models, two stories. One narrative says that the emotions exist inside us. The other narrative says that the emotions exist outside us. Both of them have a problem. Let's talk about that. The problem or challenge, according to Sara Ahmed, is the objectification of these emotions. We talk about emotions as if they are furniture. Oh, I have so much anger. Oh, she has so much grief in her. She says, what if emotions aren't things at all? What if emotions don't sit anywhere? What if emotions slide? According to Sara Ahmed, emotions don't live in a place. They are created with an interaction. They are created with the interaction of your body and an image, of your memory and a headline. When an emotion happens, it doesn't just make you feel anything, it actively draws a line. There is an I and a we. Think about it. When you feel the same grief as a million other people, something is happening inside you, not just emotionally, but structurally too. You are being pulled into an us, and anyone who doesn't feel that grief is automatically termed into a them by your head. So, what Sara Ahmed meant by emotions are relational, that emotions don't just reflect who we are, they reflect who we are in relation to the people around us. So let's go back to Diana and now connect the dots. When Diana died, it wasn't as if the grief was sitting in our chest or the grief was sitting in the crowd waiting for that spark. It was being created actively, in loop, through the images displayed on TV, through magazine covers, the faces behind that coffin, her sons. Before that, her separation, that revenge dress, the divorce. Amidst this, the crowd got a villain. There was a man behind this imagery. There was the crown, the entire system against her. People weren't just copying each other's sadness because they thought it was cool. No, it was being built. There was villain, there was a relational relationship with emotions. Then Sarah Emmer talks about how some emotions stick to figures, they stick to objects, they even stick to people. It can happen through repetition, through association, through stories layered on top of each other. And Diana became that kind of figure. These emotions of grief were already sticking to her image long before her passing. The fairy tale wedding, the public heartbreak, the charity work, the loneliness, all these images, they were acting as layers. So when her death happened, the grief wasn't starting from zero. It was activating everything that had already been stuck to her. And when I say stuck, it is the word given by Sara Ahmed. And once you see any public event this way, with this lens, it becomes so much more interesting to notice how emotions stick rather than where do they come from. We have reached the end of the video and I will be adding names of theorists in the description box below. Please, please, please check if you are interested in this idea, in this theory. And also, I have a question for you. Please do answer. Do you have memory of a public phenomena or a public event like this where there was a stirring of emotions within you? If so, then please let me know in comments. Thank you.